Good evening, everyone. Hello. This is Table Talk Thursdays. I am Elyse Ann Psychic, the Psychic Liaison, Bridge to the Unseen. And tonight's topic here, let me get set up real quick. Okay, there we go. Just takes me a moment. Let me pin this. All right, all right. So, open it up on my tablet and then we're ready to roll. Here we go. All right. This way I can watch the comments from my tablet. Anyhow, hi everyone. I am Elyse Ann Psychic, and tonight's topic is hello, Ashton. Tonight's topic is what is your aura communicating about you? And I started just a minute or two late. I tried very hard to be on time, however, had to do something there, so did need to take care of it. So why am I telling you this? Just letting Facebook kind of catch up a little bit. Hello, Angie. Welcome, welcome. So tonight, like I said, is what is your aura communicating about you? And this is going to be interesting for me because I know that can go a couple different directions. So I'm going to see where we collectively go with this topic. All right. So I want to start out. Say hi if you're here. Hi, his gift. I have missed you too, sweetheart. It was so fun to have you today for a while on the live, the impromptu psychic mini reading live. And I'm glad you're here now. And this is my third time doing a live video today. Like I've never done that. But hi, Natalie. Hi, sweetheart. What was happening? Today I also added what I PSA, public service announcement, the imposters. In case you have been following this, it seems that people are more and more attracted to my image and using it to make fake accounts, fake profiles, reaching out to people. So I did a little PSA about it today because it happened 2 days in a row, and it's happened within a month. It's happened 4 times, and it happened 2 days in a row, and it's just getting on my nerves. Usually when I'm getting on my nerves, and if you were on the live today that I did earlier, the psychic mini readings, I did something you guys have never seen me do before. Hi, Jen, welcome. And I have to tell you, I almost laughed at myself, but it was so annoying me. Usually I can ignore the scammers, but that Robert Williams or whatever the heck his name was in the middle of the live, I went into another tab and blocked him because it was just so annoying to me. Usually I'll let it go. So I'm in a mood today, in case you haven't been able to tell. And Jen, I know you're new to us, but yeah, I get wild crazy and we just have a lot of fun. The price of success, people want a piece of you. Yes, well, the success is growing and I have a long ways to go for my vision. And but yeah, it seems the busier I've gotten, the more followers I get, the more people want to hop on. Hello, Lyra. Welcome. So, enough said about that. Hi, Allison. Hello, Eurus. So let's get started. See some people are finally starting to catch up here. So let's get started into our topic. He was aggravating, wasn't he, Allison? I, I almost imagine all of you. I'm back on this, right? So I must imagine all of you laughing at me because I was over there going, okay, just leave. And I like talk directly at him. I never do that, right? But the fact that he kept like he wasn't getting the hint, that's why I just jumped into the other tab and blocked him right there in the middle of the live. That's okay. All right, all right. Hello, Will. Great to see you. Well, I love it, Spicy Elise. His gift. Joel, are you here? Did you hear that? I don't think Joel's here right now. It's a joke. Yeah. Hi, Mario. All right. So let's get started on auras. And I want to ask you like 5 different questions and see what all of you are going to answer. So let's see. What am I going to start with? All right. Have any of you, Lyra, I sent to a few people, hope that's okay. Absolutely. Share me out. share this live out, share my page out, invite your friends to my page. What please, absolutely, absolutely share, share, share. Janice, you bad girl. I know I was in a mood today. Anyhow, yes, please, right now, share it out to groups, share it to your timeline, invite your friends. Also, don't forget about liking, following my page. That way you'll get notifications when I go live, and also invite your friends to my page. Guys, I just passed 1,000 followers last Monday, not this past one, a week and a half ago, and I'm already on my way to 1,200. So I credit all of you for that help. And I mean, I'm looking at, I don't know if you were, some of you were newer to me, but even a week and a half ago, I was saying when I was thanking everybody for their help. I was the day that happened, I was like, okay, spirit, on to, and I was going to say 5,000, but I heard 10,000. They're like, I'm like, wait, what about 5,000? They said, no, on to 10,000. I'm like, okay, so here we go. You guys know my next goal. Help me out. Let's get it done. All right. Thank you for sharing, Eurus. How are you with this heavy energy? Ashton asks me. Well, it's interesting because that does go into auras, but if you're asking me specifically, sorry guys, me and my allergies, I've just had this, pardon me, it's a very itchy nose. Anyhow, the heavy energy. Well, honest truth, because I'm never going to put myself out there, but anything but human and honest about things. Hi Maria. Um, Thank you, his gift. It's just going to get bigger. Woo-hoo. Okay, so how am I doing with this heavy energy? I have my moments. I do. Even as much as I understand energy and how it affects us, and we're going to talk about that some tonight. Um, I'm human too, and I'm very energy. We're all energy bodies. So I'm gonna kind of start this conversation this way, this topic, and some of it I'll pepper in me myself, which I do anyhow, but to just in some ways answer that question too, that Ashton was asking me. So, um, as much as I have all the tools that I have and the experience I have, and everything else that I know, I still can get hit pretty hard. Now, it's a lot of different reasons why. I am human. I have my own personal life. Is everything a bowl of cherries? No. No. However, we help ourselves by giving ourselves tools and ways to keep ourselves up and going, right? My life, I have things like really, really, oh, really. But then I focus on the positive as much as possible. So anyhow, the heavy energy, sometimes I have to clear it. Sometimes I have to process whatever I'm feeling. I lots of times have to discern what's mine, what's theirs. And so, hi, Gail. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm glad you're joining us this evening. This is Table Talk Thursdays. I am Elyse Ann Psychic, and it is what is your aura communicating about you? So I want to start out with a little bit of a question here. Have any of you had the experience? You can tell me about the experience or just answer yes or no, or yes or whatever. Have any of you had the experience where you've entered a let's say you're about to go to an event. Okay, let's use this example. You're going to a party and you show up at the house and you knock on the door and the person opens the door and immediately you get this feeling. Like not horrific, but like something isn't jiving here. Something doesn't feel good. How many of you have had that kind of experience? Or maybe you've met someone and immediately, almost without even talking to them, you just get this vibe off of them? How many of you have had that experience? I'd like to honestly know. And if you want to share anything specific about the experience, please let me know. And do not be shy, you guys. Come on, this is about us interacting. Still trying to figure out a little bit of a different venue for this. However, haven't quite figured it out yet. But in the meantime, comment, comment, comment. Let's go. Anyhow, yes, yes. All right, his gift, raising the hand. Awesome. What that's about, Janice? Yes, for sure. Jen, yep, thought it was normal. Well, actually, it is. It's a very, very normal thing in the sense of we Gail says, yes, you've had this. Well, what this is, we each have an aura. And what an aura is, and some of this you guys might know already, some of you might know already, some of this is just basics, but everybody's at different places on their journey and their understanding of this. So I want to give just, a little bit of a background. And if you already know it, great. You'll just re-listen to it. Maybe you'll learn something new. Maybe I knew all that. Okay, well, whatever it is, can you tell I am really in a mood here tonight? All right. So whatever it is, whether you learn something new or not, but auras are our energy field. Now, first of all, we are all energy, right? Um, we're all just energy beings. Everything's energy. The table that my laptop's sitting on is energy. Our bodies are energy. Our thoughts are energy. The laptops are everything. The lamp is energy. Everything is made out of energy. Made of energy, not out of energy. And what does that mean? It just depends on how fast the molecules are vibrating, right? We've learned this in like elementary science. Okay. So, oh, great. I've got some other comments here. Oh, hi, Evie. Welcome. I'm going to read the comments in just a minute, you guys, to catch up. I'm going to try and keep us up with it. Hi, Gail. Oh, you're in Scotland, the UK. Well, thank you for joining us. Okay. So everything's energy, right? Just depends on how fast those molecules are vibrating. Tables are solid, the solid, liquid, gas, all that. I'm not here to teach science. I'm just saying. So what does that mean? We are energy. And yes, we can touch our physical body, but it's all energy. It's more dense. The vibration is a lower vibration. That causes the denseness, right? But everything is energy. And so our auras are the energy field around us. Hi, Donna. Welcome. And hello, Diane. I'm so glad you're joining us. You're new here. Thank you. So, this aura surrounds us, right? It's an energy field that surrounds us. Now, I've taught aura clearing in the past. It's not quite tonight what this is about. I'm not going to go too deep. There are 7 layers to the aura. Now, I have them written down because I don't know them all by heart. And I'll just run through them very quickly, just so you have an idea. And if you ever seen auras or pictures of auras or imagery of auras, it's usually like an egg shaped, rainbow colored shape. I'm repeating it around a person. Okay. And it's layered. Now, our chakra system is all part of that. But when it comes to the aura, we have a physical aura plane and emotional aura plane. Now, physical obviously is closest to our skin, and I'm going to read it off of here because I haven't taught this actual course in a while, so I don't remember all of it. So, the first one, and I'm just very cursory here, um, is the physical, which is closest to your skin. It's our physical health and so forth. Emotional, pretty obvious, corresponds to our emotions. However, the color can change depending upon our mood, and that's what happens in our mood, on our emotions. That's what happens in our aura. We have the mental layer, which is the logic, the reasoning, and thoughts. Okay, we're moving from closest to the body outward, right, in layers. Um, Astral, which is a spiritual health and your capacity for love. Okay, there's the etheric. This is where your psychic abilities sit and you tap into the energy. The celestial are where dreams and intuition are stored. It's like your enlightenment, your creative space. And then causal, which harmonizes all the other layers. Okay. So I wanted to kind of just cover that briefly, just so you have an idea. So, gosh, I can go in 5 different directions. You know me. So what is your aura saying about you? Well, we wear everything in our energy field. The fact that the reason why I asked you about whether you've had that experience before where like a door will open, you're like, whoa, or you'll feel somebody like before you even quite meet them and you're like, I don't know, or you feel really drawn to them, like really happy and good about it, right? There's both sides to this. What is that? That is your energy field or our energy fields communicating with each other. Our aura is like our thumbprint or any of our fingerprints. It's unique to each and every one of us. It holds all of our beliefs, our truths. experiences, our emotions, and all, all those layers, that I spoke about, the emotional, the causal, the physical. And what happens is it's like it's our digital signature, but it's through the energy. And that is why we communicate with our aura and our energy field before we do any other form of communication. Now, the aura, well, let me look at some of these comments first, and then I want to talk a little bit about the aura and where it sits and the spacing and things like that. So let me see. So, let me go back up here. Okay. So Janice says, when I was asking about whether, you've had that experience, Janice says, like Jen, I thought it was normal. For a lot of people, it is. But, oh, excuse me, for a lot of people, it's not. And the more tapped in you are energetically, the more it's going to be like a normal thing. I know I've had it my whole life, even without even coming in proximity, any type of proximity. There are a couple very famous people that I knew immediately the real deal. I mean, I was young and I wanted nothing to do with them. I had no clue why. Knew nothing about them other than they were famous. And now some things have come out over the years that not so great stuff. Okay. So yeah, for me it was very normal. But for a lot of people, they're not so tuned in or tapped in. Okay. So Maria says yes within 2 seconds. Okay, Yura says, I have, when two strangers asked for a ride at a shed at a, I think you're saying gas station or Shell station. I'm not sure. As soon as I said yes, I had a sinking feeling. Later on, the clerk told me that she was glad I refused because those two were put in jail for pulling a gun on a homeless person. Exactly. Exactly. That is our intuition, our warning, our tapping. You see, our aura, we're communicating, we're picking up signals. And the thing about this that can be very interesting is if we tap into it and we listen to it, it's very important because what we may feel through the energy, our energies are communicating. So our energies already know what the deal is. Um, if it's a positive, if it's a negative, if it's gonna, come together, you feel like, you're gonna be good friends, or you feel comfortable around that person right away, or you get that put off feeling, or like Yura said, that sinking feeling, right? Our energies have already processed all this information and know what's going on. And it just needs sometimes to take the time to kind of get into this awareness, the psychic awareness. Sometimes it's a matter of a second, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and then we have to kind of get and go, well, what was that? It's almost a little bit of processing in the mind just to recognize what we're recognizing, if that makes sense. So let me see here. Evie says, yes, I've met some people like that, as though you have known them for years, but you really haven't. So weird. Yeah. And let me say something about that, if I may, Evie, because what's interesting with a lot of these topics, they do intermingle and intertwine. Okay. Some of that recognition, well, let me put it to you this way, past lives. However, still our energies meet and our auras meet even before we meet physically. Okay. So it's still, even though it could be connected to past lives, our energies recognize each other also. That's how sometimes you just know, like, this person needs to be in your life, or, before before you really even connect that, this is somebody special or different, or someone I want in my life, or, oh no, stay away from me. Right. Again, everything's energy. And our energy body, actually, too. What about the aura and the energy bodies? It was a gas station. That's what I thought you meant. Okay. Gosh, I keep going. I want to do like the comments, but I'm like, woo. Okay, so I want to talk about the auras a little bit more in the respect to our vibes, what we're communicating, our vibes that are being put out there. But before I do, let me go here and catch up on some of the comments, trying to keep as on point as possible here. Okay, I said hi to Donna, and Evie said, I'm in England often, come to your side of the pond. Awesome. Hello, Cindy Rose. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Colette. Tony, so if we have that many layers, when someone sees your aura, Which layer are they seeing, or are they seeing a combination of colors? That's a very good question. Um, I want to say they're seeing, well, okay. Lots of times it's the emotional that we're seeing, but we're also seeing different layers. It depends on each individual and how they do psychically read or be able to see someone's aura. It just depends on each individual. That's why I hesitate. I would say sometimes um, it's going to be just the emotional side of things. Sometimes it is going to be the full scope of all of those layers. It depends on how a person works with energy. Like I am an energy healer, Reiki master teacher. Also, I facilitate people healing themselves, and I see colors, I see all kinds of things. Now I'm looking at more the healing, physical healing level. So, but I can also see auras. I don't do that all the time. Just once in a while, if I really ask spirit and I go, okay, show me the aura, I can usually pick up what colors are there. But it really does depend on the person. So there's no cut and dry answer to that, but it's a great question. I just love it. Okay, Gail. God, why do I always end up with the worst boyfriends? LOL. Well, Gail, we got to put on your energetic, psychic, intuitive radar. That's the word. All right, Diane Barcheski. What about those of us who have eye colors that change with our mood or what color we wear? Is that connected to our aura or coincidence? Um, okay. And this is to the best of my knowledge and my ability. I'm not an expert on that at all. Okay. Just want to start out with that. Again, you guys that know me know I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. That's just not who I am. I'm as authentic as I can possibly be. So I want to say yes, it's not coincidence. It is energy related. And I keep kind of going back in my recollection because I had met a gentleman who did eye readings. It was fascinating. And I'm trying to remember what he explained, but I was so wrapped up to what he was saying about everybody's eyes. I kind of, ooh, everything else kind of went by. But it shows a lot. One of the things he did talk about is what the color of eyes show, what the shape, what the patterns, all of that was very interesting. And it is somewhat energy related. Is it aura related? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because I believe that anything that affects our energy field in any way, our energy field is an aura. We have chakras also that are all part of it. But the reason that we have this too, these different layers of the aura, part of the reason too is, and the chakra system and all that, the vibration, the universal one, the energy, the universal energy, okay, is a very high vibration, and there's a lot of energy there, right? It's a very high vibration though. And if we were to directly plug, so to speak, our physical bodies into that universal energy with a direct, we'd fry because the vibration, the frequency is so high. Okay. So we have some of these layers, and we have the aura as our own energy field that is ours and goes with us everywhere we go. As some of it is protection, some of it is our our picking up, our radio transmitter, if you will. I'm kind of aging myself here, dating myself, but it's what we tune into, those energies that are not necessarily there for the conscious mind. It's kind of like a microwave or radio waves or microwaves. They exist, but we don't see it, we don't feel it, but we're definitely affected by them. It's the same with our energy fields and everybody else's energy fields. We're constantly mixing. We're constantly mixing because usually a healthy diameter around us, I guess would say, usually about 3.5 to 5 feet out from our physical body. And I'm gonna explain what that's all about and why we have to. It would be important to check it. But let me go back into these comments, and I want to tell you about a story about the first time I ever really checked my aura. and I want to share that with you. But let me catch up on the comments here. Okay, so Janice says, okay. I think I told the group about a manager at work who made me so angry just at the mention of his name. I am not an angry person, and he was just fired for sexual harassment. I just wanted to say, see, I think I tried to warn you, and no one else seemed to think he was a creep. Hi, Amanda. Um, Janice, I'm not sure if your comment came before or after I made the comment about the famous people, but that's what happened. I was young when I was like repelled. Oh, and then we come to find out that they are predators. I mean, many, many years later. So yes, that's your radar, your intuition protecting you, shielding you. And I have that a lot with people. I've always, because of who I am, I know the truth. It's not that I sit and read everybody, but I know it. I see it. I feel it. Whatever you want to say. And so I've known many people that have been. I can think of a corporate job I had once where everybody loved this guy. Everybody thought he was the nicest man in the world. And I sat back and I went, well, yeah, in some ways he really is nice, but in other ways he's a, and I won't go because I saw things and I sensed things and I can tell. And some people will say, gee, isn't that really difficult? And at times it can be. It can be a lonely place. It can be a place where why isn't anybody else seeing this? But sometimes that's the way the gift is. Sometimes it's really for our own benefit, our own warning system, if you will. And the fact that other people can't see it, sometimes it is frustrating because you can see it, you can feel it, and everybody else is like, and you're just like, oh, but I don't call it a curse and a blessing because I kind of don't believe in curses, but I believe overall it's a blessing. So, all right. So, Amanda, hi. Tonight is not readings. These are not mini readings tonight. I hope you will stay with us, though. It is called Table Talk Thursdays. It is every week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Arizona time. We're right now the same Pacific Standard Time. And every week there is a different topic, metaphysical, spiritual, or inspirational topic that we sit down and we have this interactive forum. I teach a little bit. You all share your experiences. I share mine. I learn from you. You learn from me. You ask me questions. I address them to the best of my ability. It is a lot of fun. We laugh, or at least I hope you're laughing with me at the time, because I'm over here laughing. Um, and so this evening, again, it's not the mini psychic readings live though. And but I hope you'll stay tonight and I hope you'll join us again on another mini psychic reading live. And if you're interested, and this is for everyone, just opens up the door. I have an event out there for April 6th, and that event is a gallery style psychic reading event, excuse me, through Zoom. And it's a maximum of 10 people. We're an hour and a half, and it is gallery style where I open up with a message for everyone. I read individually for everyone. And the beauty of all this is it's such a small group, it's very intimate. And usually the messages flow. It's almost like not every single reading, but a lot of the readings are for the whole group, even though I'm reading one individual. So there's a lot of beauty in there and a lot of gems to unearth, even when it's not your own specific time happening on a reading. And then I close it out with a message. So I'm really, really excited. I think I only have 2 spots left for April 6th. So please go on my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com, if that event interests you, and go ahead and purchase your spot. On Facebook, I know it says free, but that's the only way I can get it out there without me having to use Facebook's system for payment. And I'm not quite there yet. I don't know. So anyhow, April 6th, 7 p.m. Arizona time is the gallery style psychic reading event on Zoom. So I hope you'll join us for that too. All right. Or a private one-on-one session. Those work too. All right. So here we go. His gift. Can you ever pick up an energy through these lives, meaning your followers? All the time. That's what I'm doing. His gift. Okay. that takes me in a little bit of a different direction, but I do really I want to talk about that. So, um, okay, I'll answer that question in a minute. Let me catch up on all the comments here. Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, so can you ever pick up energy through the lives? That's what I'm doing. Everything I do is energy, sweetie. When I'm doing readings, when I'm doing healings, everything I'm doing, even now, I'm connected with spirit. They're guiding it. They're channeling some of this through me. Some of this is really me, and some of this they're giving it to me to give to you. So there's a combination. But what I am doing when I am doing my readings, my healings, things like that, I am tapping into, I am connecting strongly into the universal energy. Now I have my processes and my parameters, boundaries, whatever it is, set out with my spirit team. So I only connect with the highest vibrations. Every morning I do my ritual and my process and my prayers and everything I need to do to make sure I'm doing that. But yes, I definitely pick up on energy. That's who I am. I'll be talking to friends and boom, there's a message. I mean, it just happens. I feel things all the time. I live my life this way too in my personal world. It's not that I'm running around reading people. It's not that. But when I need an answer or I'm checking something out, I definitely tap into the energy and use my psychic abilities because that's the truth. It's not with the eyes, it's not with the mind, it's the psychic information. That is the truth. So, yes, I always pick up on energy. That's why if you watch my lives, I know his gift you've been able to be on sometimes and other times not. You sometimes you'll hear me say, I can feel these people's energy. Like I can describe exactly what they're feeling in that moment. Again, that is picking up on their energy. That's connecting into the universal one. So, all right. Tony, ooh, I would love to have an eye reading. My eyes change colors, blue, light gray, and steel gray. Tony, I don't know if this guy still does it. I'd have to see if I can find his name. He's the only one I know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I was fascinated, but how he maybe compares to others, I don't know. It's the first time I've experienced it. But private message me if you want me to try and look for that name. Okay. Evie. Okay, yours too. Oh, yours changes too. Okay. Diane, thank you so much. My sister has blue eyes that shift gray and green. I have brown eyes that shift green and gold. Wow, very interesting. That is. Okay, so Tony, that makes sense of why I don't like people in my bubble. I feel like they are invading my protected space. Okay, yes. Now the thing is, this is the other thing I want to say, and I'm not sure because I am catching up on my comments, you guys. But what I want to say to that, Tony, I'm not sure exactly when you stated that, but like put that comment in. So what I was exactly talking about. But this is the thing. And I do want to talk about how far we let our aura be out. And that's what I was talking about my story. Um, however, what I want to say is invading your protected space. That's the thing to remember. If it's protected, it's protected. And maybe it feels like they might be getting a little close, but we do have boundaries and we do have ways that we can keep their energy a little bit off of our boundaries, if that made sense. I think that was a full sentence. So, okay, I'm going to move on. Let me know, Tony, if that made sense or didn't, because I'm not sure at this moment. Okay. Janice, I have that a lot as well. I can read people if they are fakes, creeps, or ill intent. Yeah. I just normally don't share it, but this guy enraged me. I get it, honey. I do. Hi, Michelle. Hello. Lori, I will wear specific colors and jewelry dependent upon my mood and what I want to project. I love this. Going to a small gathering tomorrow night for my 7-year-old niece and can't stand being in the same room with her biological mother. Sorry to hear that. Makes me feel ridiculous because I have peace in my life and I don't need strife. I'm already preparing myself to kill her with kindness. We are also strong. Love my brother, not so much her. Okay, I understand that, sweetheart, Lori. And some of that is your energies just don't mesh. There's something there, just doesn't mesh. Rubs us the wrong way, as you said. Now, I am one that's done a lot of work personally also about my wording on things. And I just hope I can share this with you, Lori, because these are words that I have said. And I still do sometimes because some of these words are so ingrained we don't think twice. However, I believe that our words and our thoughts, it's all energy and they can create in the physical. So be careful with words like I can't stand. And the reason why I'm so aware of it, I used to use that all the time. But what are you telling your body? That you can't stand. So we want to be careful. And I'm not trying to single you out, sweetheart. We all do it. But it struck me because it's a saying that I've used. And I started having a lot of leg issues at one point. And I became very aware that I'm saying I can't stand. Because, our bodies aren't going to discern what do you really mean. They just hear the pure words, just like spirit hears just the words. They don't discern or make judgment on it. So I just wanted to bring that up to you, honey. Thank you. Will Rush says, I have never Zoomed, so how would I take part? All you got to do is go to zoom.us, and I haven't signed up in a long time. I don't know if you probably have to sign up, but you don't have to get a paid plan for Zoom. You get the free one, and all that's going to happen is when you purchase your seat, your spot, I send you a link that'll take you right into our meeting, and I admit you in. I think you do have to have sign up like for an account, but you just need the basic. I wasn't paying at first. I now have a paid platform. Um, so it's real simple, Will. And if you want some help, let me know and I can walk you through it. But if I would suggest go to zoom.us, and probably just going to ask you to sign up for some sort of account. And again, you do not need to pay. You just get the basic or something. The one that's zero doesn't cost anything. Okay. All right. So Evie, what time will this be on as we are behind you lovely people in hours? Okay, this is April 6th. That is a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Arizona time. If you're asking about the Zoom gallery style reading event, 7 p.m. Arizona time. That is Pacific Standard Time right now. So I started this live at 7 p.m. It is now 7:40 p.m. here in Arizona. So basically about the same window here. I hope that helps you, Evie, okay? Oh, Tony, look at my love. Look at her. She's so honest. She takes such good care of me. Yes, Elyse Ann will have a Zoom link that she'll send out. Okay, you'll want to download the app first, but even if you don't, the link will take you right to it. Oh, it will. Okay, thank you. Download the app on your phone, or you can just sign up for an account on your laptop. But I didn't know that. I thought you had to have Zoom to open it up. So fascinating. That's awesome. Princess Sophia, hello. Everybody ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, that was bad. Princess Sophie. Happy birthday to you. Now you all know I don't sing, but happy birthday, Princess Sophia. Today is her birthday. All right. Gail, definitely trying to be awake as I would love to join the Zoom. Okay. Well, it would be, purchase your seat right now. And this is no obligation, okay? But I've had quite a few requests to make it like earlier and maybe like on a Friday. Princess Sophia. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Um, so I am toying with maybe 4 o'clock on that following Friday. I don't know if that's the 9th, I think. So would a 4 o'clock on a Friday be any better for anybody else? I'm not sure I'm ready to put it out there yet. I want to just kind of get a feel for the energy and how many people might sign up. This is not an obligation to say, oh, yeah, I'd love to. It's not an obligation. It's just I didn't think about it. 7 o'clock was where I had set my head. But I know the East Coast, a client of mine said, can you make it any earlier? Because that's late for us. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even like put two and two together on this one. 7 o'clock was supposed to be it. I know that. So let me know in the comments, you guys, if, maybe a 4 p.m. on Friday that following would be that following Friday, like the 9th, I think. Like I said, let me know if that maybe makes any difference, if you might be interested in that time. Okay, Diane, it's just a part of who we are. You're just genuinely living in spirit wherever you go and whatever you do. I love it. Yes, absolutely. Princess Sophia, on my days, my son walked in my home the other day and he felt so heavy I had to tell him I felt uncomfortable. Um, you know, Princess Sophia, that's the thing. That's how our auras communicate. All right. And I'm gonna catch up on hi Dale. I'm going to catch up on all these comments in just a moment because I do want to talk about the aura. I keeps coming back to me, so I want to do that. So talking about our auras and making sure that they're not too far out there. And by the way, I see a lot more people have joined, so I just want to take a moment and say welcome. I'm so glad you're joining us for Table Talk Thursdays this evening. It's a weekly Thursday event. And we pick different topics every week, metaphysical, inspirational, or spiritual topics. If there's a specific topic you want to know about, learn more about, let me know in the comments. I'm here for you. This is my way of giving back to all of you and being available to help you learn and grow. So, okay, the aura. I'll never forget. This goes back quite a while, decades. Okay, so said, done. And I'll never forget, I was in this workshop and the instructor said, so check it was a big double room. It was opened up as a double room. So it's pretty big. And as we were sitting there in a meditation, the instructor said, check your aura and really tune in and see how far is your aura out from your body. And I have to tell you, I was shocked when I tuned in. My aura had covered that whole place. So, I mean, I had filled that room with my aura. It was not from ego. It was not from me. Maybe it's just the kind of person I am. I'm a giver. I'm like, I give out the love. I this, I that. And I had no clue that I had spread my aura that far. And what I realized and what I learned that night was, oh my gosh, I'm like the carpeting. Everybody's walking all over my aura. And that didn't help very much to have people do that because I'm an empath. I'm sensitive to begin with. I feel energy. I'm psychic. I'm all of that. And so imagine what I was inviting into my personal home, if you will, right? My energetic home. And so no wonder, too, I just would feel everybody else's stuff even more because I put the welcome mat out. Forget a mat, I carpeted the whole place. So I learned that to be aware, I learned that we really want our auras anywhere from 3.5 to 5 feet out from our physical body. That's kind of the safe place, if you will. You still want to clear it, you still want to shield it some, but you don't want to be spread out either. And you can still be a giver without having your aura way out there. Okay. So that's my story about my aura. So you all might want to check from time to time to see where you're at. And if it's too far out, go ahead and just clean the energy off of what's spread out too far, and then bring it back in some. And what is your aura communicating about you? Well, everything you have felt from other people, you're doing the same thing. People can pick up on it. Now, not everybody can. So we may be in an upset mood and we think we're hiding it, but those that are really in tune will pick it up. Or you might find other people kind of avoid you a little bit, but they sense somewhere. They don't know this consciously. This is not something we have this verbal conversation with, but our energies are talking to each other, mixing and figuring out, do we belong together or not? And so whatever we're carrying, that's in our energy field, and that's what we're communicating. Let me go back into the comments here, and then I'm hoping to take a moment here somewhere along the way to talk about the colors in the aura and the auras and things like that. Okay, so here we go. Tony, yep, totally makes sense. Cool. Lori, right. Okay, cool. Amanda, I don't know if you're still here, sweetheart. You said your phone died. I explained. Tonight is Table Talk Thursdays live, sweetie. It's not psychic mini readings. That was earlier today, my last minute one. So hopefully I'll see, I hope you'll stay tonight and listen in and join in the conversation and participate if you'd like to comment. But I'm also hoping, again, I'll see you on a different mini psychic reading live. I've got that Zoom gallery style event. Yes. Okay. Or private one-on-one session. All right. So Michelle Bottomley says, go to your app store and download Zoom and create an account. Okay, we talked about that. His gift says, Miss Elyse, you're definitely gifted. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I love to learn from you. Your talents I used to be so scared of, worried about what happens if what you said was spot on and how scary that would be since we have never met. But after you took time to read me a couple times and were extremely spot on, I actually had closure and clarity. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I love it. Such a great feeling. Thank you for sharing your gift with all of us. Oh, sweetheart, thank you so very much for your beautiful words. I'm going to just bring up, if anybody is so guided, I'm building my Google reviews. No obligation. I just keep putting it out there because people don't necessarily think of that. But just to let you know, you can go on Google. You can search for Elyse Ann Psychic. And then off to the right there, it shows you me and my website. And there should be a link there or a click button that says reviews. And you can leave me a review if you are so guided to. And I would feel so honored and blessed. And that would be for anybody and everybody. All right. Okay. Okay, well, good. You'll let me know if you need help. Janice, it's 11 p.m. Hey, Celia, hi. Diane says, okay, Zoom would be really easy. Okay, you're welcome. I know I'm a little behind the times. You're welcome for the happy birthday. Evie says, oh gosh, it's 2:40 here. Good job. I'm on night shift. That's great. Okay, so, oh, Will, is today your birthday too? Well, I didn't know it was today. I couldn't remember. I know Joel said it a million times, but I couldn't remember. So, do you really want me to sing again? You want to hear? Okay, everybody, let's sing to Will real quick. But if my voice cracks, I don't own this one. I told you I'm not a good singer. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Will. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Will. All right, there we go. I did sing for you too, so I want to hear it. Okay. Um, Princess Sophia, 4 p.m. would be my time. Um, I could possibly entertain an hour earlier. Why don't you let me know, Princess Sophia, what you think about that? I know it's still a little late for you, but um private message me if you want. We can kind of see what we work out. Okay. Lori, thank you for your words. You were right. I should watch what I say. Emotions over intellect sometimes. I will be back and I shared. You can't do 4 p.m. I'm in the Midwest. Okay, well I do have the 7 p.m. one, sweetheart, Lori. And yeah, I know emotions over intellect. That's fine, sweetheart. That is, yeah, no, I absolutely. Okay. So it will work for you, the 7 hours ahead. Okay, okay. Yours says, one time I didn't listen to my intuition. My brother introduced me to a psychic who made alarm bells go off when I met him. Hold on a second here. My whole being shifted when I met him. Others felt okay and felt at ease around him, and that them felt bad later for judging him after a first meeting. And then you felt bad. Okay, later I found out he is clinically diagnosed as an antisocial personality disorder, which is a psychopath. I ended up getting very hurt by this person, and I wish I would have listened. He was a very gifted reader. All he had to do was touch you and could read you perfectly. It made me realize that psychopaths are very in tune with their intuition as well. They can read extremely well. I always assumed that because they don't have a conscience that they couldn't be in tune. It's the opposite. They are highly intuitive. Okay, so what I want to say to that, Eurus, I'm very sorry you had that experience. Um, Hopefully you grew from that and you now know, you had that experience. We've all had it where we don't listen, and then after the fact we're like, what did I just do or not do, right? um I don't know about a blanket statement when it comes to somebody who would be a psychopath or how in tune they are. I have my own thoughts about some of that, but I would say there's truth in what you say. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm definitely not a mental health professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm not really, claiming to be. I'm just saying from some of what I know and my own feelings and intuition, I'd have to say some truth in there. So, Amanda, I've been having a really hard time lately. Okay, well, sweetheart, again, we're not doing the readings tonight, so totally makes sense. Hope you're okay. Yes. Evie, yeah, here too. I keep thinking we behind, but we in front. Okay, no problem. Okay, Janice, wow, that makes sense to learn to protect yourself. I know I'm a little behind on these comments. So, okay. How do you check up on your aura? Okay, well, Barbara, again, I know I'm a little behind, so I'm sorry. I don't know. I talked about, tuning in, just kind of focusing in, getting quiet and focusing in on your energy field and just however you may get your information, whether you see it spread out, whether you just feel and know it's a little too far spread out. However you're going to tune into that is fine. You can also ask your spirit team. Any of us can, our spirit team and Archangel Michael, to help us with that. And if we're not sure, we can always put it out there in our prayer that to make sure that my aura is in a is at the correct distance from my physical body, and however you want to word it. I'm stumbling a little bit over the words tonight. I don't really love the wording, um, but I'm not getting anything from spirit. I feel like I don't know. I'm just not getting any specific wording on that. But basically, Archangel Michael, please help to guide my aura to, oh, there we go, to its appropriate place. When I finally stopped talking and tuned into them, right? They're like, Elyse Ann, you're just talking too much. Okay. So hopefully you heard what I just said, because I really don't even remember it. It was channeled from them. They flipped me right out of myself to channel that. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, they're channeling it. Okay. So yeah, it's always fun to be me, right? You just imagine some of my friends and what they, what they do. They're used to it. Okay, so here we go. You can tell I'm being silly. This is my second live for today. So, okay, here we go. Eurus says it hurts because I really did care for this person and tried to help him. The universe pulled us together and have brought us together twice. It's scary because the second time I saw a whole lot of stuff that is within me mirrored back to me. What does this mean? Because he could be really kind of mean, just like myself. Well, sweetheart, again, I'm not going to diagnose, and it's more of a reading question, like a psychic reading question. But what I can say to you, sweetheart, this is why people do show up in our lives. It's to be a mirror, to show us what we might not be seeing in ourselves. I want to say, I think that your biggest fear may be, are you a psychopath too? And I'm not a medical professional. I can't diagnose. But what I can say, and please go see a mental health professional or a medical practitioner if you feel you need to. That's for anybody. But what I can say is, just because he mirrored you or was a mirror for you does not automatically mean that that is who you are also, a sociopath, psychopath. Okay, it just means that there's certain characteristics, and he was the one that was brought up to you, to your presence, to allow you to see it. All right. Because and I'm not reading tonight, but I just heard your spirit team say you're stubborn, and sometimes you have to have it really in your face for you to get it, or to really open up to it. So that's all I'm saying, sweetie. Okay, I hope that helped. Again, it wasn't really meant to be a reading, but I did hear it from your spirit team, so obviously they pushed it through and wanted you to hear that. Okay, Diane, when my daughter was young, we had to teach her about personal boundaries and wound up using a hula hoop as an example for her. That's awesome. I like that. When she would get a bit too close to others, we remind her of her hula hoop space. You're 3 to 5 foot, or it reminds me of this. Yes, because we are always interacting energetically through our auras. You walk through a store, and if you see the people that are 3.5 to 5 feet away from you, well, hopefully it's more now with Corona, the 6 feet, but still, think about that. Depending on how far out, it's almost like two auras. They just, it's like two smoke screens just going right through each other. They're affected no matter what. If you look at two lines of smoke, and if they pass each other, their shape starts to change and get squiggly, right? And so that's what happens with our auras. That's why it's very important to be aware of it. That's why it's very important. What are we carrying in our aura? What is it saying and communicating about you? And I'm gonna go a little bit over because I do want to talk a little bit. I know I didn't even talk about like colors and all that. This is what I love about it though. I love this interaction because the last thing I want to do is just sit there and talk at you guys. I love this interaction is all what it's all about. Okay, so okay, Amanda. I know, Amanda. If you want a guaranteed reading, in the lives, you can go ahead and purchase one to make sure you do get one. I try my best, and I know I've read for you. It's just as badly as I feel I can't read for every single person. I'm getting busier, but I'm glad you're here tonight. I really am. Okay, Opal. I have been told I show my emotions in my face. I'm raising my hand here. Yeah. You're expressive like me. That's me. Okay. So, Gail, LOL, Evie, I'm up for school run soon, but yip yip hooray, it's Friday. Who has that Friday feeling? Oh, we're not there yet, Gail. You guys are, but we're not. I was like thinking about that at one moment. I'm like, you guys are ahead of us. Okay, Will, thanks. I feel loved. Oh, I'm so glad, Will. Okay, Diane, that was lovely. You're a better singer than you give yourself credit for. Well, thank you, Diane. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let me see. I think I'm getting close here. Okay, yours. LMFAO. I am stubborn. You are gifted. Well, thank you. Okay, caught up on all the comments. So let me take the last few minutes here. I know this has been so lively and I love it, and I've had a ton of fun. I hope you have too. And I do, though, I didn't even get to the part about colors. And so let me very quickly just tell you, if any of you have heard of Kirlian, I think that's how it's pronounced, Kirlian photography. That is the photography that can take pictures of auras. And mine has been a lot of years. I have not had it redone. This guy, oh gosh, this has got to go back a good 15 years, but I'm going to show it to you. No, that is the picture. My aura was look at all that white there. Did you see some purple at the top? Can you see that? I know it's a little hard in the camera. There's some purple up there. All right. So this is from probably around 15 years ago. Gosh, I look so much younger then. But what it does is a special camera and photography that can take pictures of the aura, and it shows these colors and things show up. Now, in your aura, what's your aura communicating? Well, the colors alone can tell us about your moods, can tell you how you're feeling in the moment, can tell us about your emotions. It also, at times, can show you um, what not done yet, guys. Hang in there. I hope you're still staying here. I see some of you saying thank you and thank you. I'm not quite done though. I want to finish up with this part. It can also in aura photos, sometimes it'll show saints, it'll show your spirit team, just whatever you're going through is there to be seen in your aura. Now, it doesn't mean we always see it. It doesn't mean, auras are seen by the naked eye. Some people see auras, some don't. Doesn't mean you're not psychic. Okay. Everybody's psychic in a different way. But what it does is it gives a lot of information. And so how is your aura communicating? You know, well, for me, I'm trying to remember what white was about, but purple is, I have a whole cheat sheet here. Let me see. Okay, let me go down the list here. I had purple and white. What does it say about me? It better be good stuff. I haven't looked at this list in a while. Here we go. So the violet relates to the crown, the most sensitive and wisest of colors. This is the intuitive color in the aura and reveals psychic power of attunement with self, intuitive, visionary, futuristic, idealistic, artistic, and magical. Very cool. The white reflects other energy, a pure state of light. Spiritual, etheric, and non physical qualities, transcendent, higher dimensions, purity and truth. And nobody laughs at this one, okay? Angelic qualities. It says it right there. I know some people that would probably argue. These colors are constantly shifting. Our aura colors are constantly shifting. They shift with our mood. We carry our mood in our energy field. And so, what you might see in the moment isn't always going to be what's going to be there. These aura photos are a lot of fun now. Some places you can go where they'll also interpret it for you. So let me just see here. I wanna read a few of these comments. But what I want to say is that, that's really your aura is communicating a lot about you, whether you realize it or not. It's like, that saying wearing it on your sleeve, that's your aura. And it's not, again, that somebody's consciously picking it up. It's how you're communicating energy field to energy field, aura to aura. We're communicating way before the physical meets. So it's very cool. It's very cool. It's just for you to be aware. It's nothing to concern yourself with, but just be aware. How far out is it? And also, this is one thing that's come up several times. My spirit team wants me to make sure I say this. Sometimes this is where it's important to understand and tune into. If you are feeling something that you can't quite place, and I mean, like, you had a great day but you're feeling lousy or whatever, check your aura, check your energy field, see what might have globbed onto it, because we don't purposely glob our energies on, but it happens because we're constantly passing each other. Our energy fields are constantly interacting as we're passing each other. Okay. And some people are the type of people who will just throw energy at you and glob it on you without. And again, this is not something to do maliciously or consciously. It's all an energetic thing. So be aware of that going forward. And you may find that it really helps you and your mood and so forth. However, before we go, I want to read a few more of these comments. So hold tight. Here we go. Kate, you're a star. Thanks for your time tonight. Oh, sweetheart. Thank you. Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Eurus. Wow, very cool. Thank you, Tony. Princess Sophia, I heard we can take a photo against a white wall and stare at the photo to see the color. Huh, it's possible. There are certain ways to see the color of energy. I've taught in some workshops of mine, some exercises. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it could work. I've never really tried it. So let us know how it works, so Princess Sophia, okay? Jen, magical healing, right? I'm a healer. To me, magical is about the blessings that spirit um gifts me. I mean, I really feel that. I feel, oh, here we go. Every day is a gift. Every day I can utilize my abilities to help others is a beautiful gift. And I feel so incredibly grateful and so blessed for that. So magical, I usually say magic is miracles. That's on spirit. So okay, so is white the most unique of all the colors? I don't know. That's a good question, and I honestly, Princess Sophia, don't know. It could well be. I'd have to look it up really and do a little research and just see, because I don't just take the first thing that comes up. I want to make sure it's legitimate too. So I'm going to be honest. I don't know. And I'm not going to try to answer that question because last thing I want to do is make up an answer that I'm not sure of. So, and if you find out before me, let me know. Okay, Melissa. Good evening, Elyse. Good evening, Melissa. I've had purple and blue aura in the pic with a regular camera. Wow, you go, girl. Talk about putting it out there. Woo! I love it. Okay, Gail. Oh, geez. I, if I, if I am, I'm sorry, I'm not catching all these words. Have to tell the head teacher it was all your fault for keeping us on, but I've had a great. That is too funny, Gail. Thank you. I didn't tie you to a chair. You can leave if you need to. I love it. Thank you, Gail. That was a great laugh. Okay. Um, your says they say the last person to have a my eyesight. I'm sorry. Sometimes I struggle a little bit. Have a hello auric field that extended from head to toe was Jesus. Excellent work. You're almost there. Oh my gosh. Um, thank you. Um, I have a very, very strong connection with Jesus. And I don't mean from a religious standpoint. So I don't necessarily talk about a lot because for me, the very last thing that I ever want to appear to be coming from is ego, and I will not do that. But just so you know, I have a purpose. So thank you though. I think after this live I may go cry tears of joy. Thank you for that, Iris. Um they say the last, oh gosh, he's still going. They say the last person I've had a yellow gold auric field from head to toe is Jesus. Wow, that I didn't know. Okay. Thank you. Janice, since you told me about using Archangel Michael, I've been feeling strong and healthy. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, Archangel Michael is beautiful. I call on Archangel Michael a lot. Even though I have the tools I have, I do it anyhow. Absolutely. Okay. This is Sophia. I've been learning words, but not quite getting it yet. That's okay. That's okay. Half the fun is in the journey, right? Let's just all agree. Depends on what it is, but let's all agree anyhow. Okay, Maria, I heard that if you sense someone with a dark aura, so you turn slightly away from them so you don't pick up their bad aura. Um, Maria, I look at it a little differently, I think, sweetheart. That's why I advocate shielding. That's why I advocate if you've been on any of my lives, and let's talk about this super quick here. White light bubble. Take your whole and just step into a white light bubble. That helps shield your energy field, including your aura, from it's like a mosquito netting. Okay. Just turning, I don't know, maybe there's something in the interpretation here that I'm not understanding. But to me, I think it's more than that. I think that the white light bubble and the protection, the shielding is what really helps. White light is the highest vibrational energy there is. And so I advocate that a lot for my clients. And if you've been on any of my lives, you've probably heard me say this before. So that's the way I would do it. If you're someone who's very sensitive or really wants to keep your aura really to work on that, go ahead and envision a bubble of white light every day. And I say a bubble because you want to step completely into it and be completely surrounded by that bubble. Right? Still want to clear at night because it's not a complete fail safe, but it'll help. It's like I said, the mosquito netting. It'll keep out 99%. 1% might get in, so you still want to clear. But I hope that made sense. So, okay. Hi, Brandy. Yes, learn and grow in is process. Yes, I have the color chart to lift the mood. Oh, I like that. Okay. Eurus, you're welcome. You're full of purpose. You're very gifted and connected to source. I sense this about you. What I get the money, I will definitely be getting a reading. Thank you, Eurus. Your words, thank you, really touched my heart. All right. It's joy, you guys, because I love doing this. I love helping people. I love living my purpose. And if you know me long enough, been one of my followers long enough, you know every once in a while I get this, maybe more than a little once in a while. It I can't even begin to tell you what it feels like to be able to live my purpose. It's just beautiful. So, all right. I wish that for every single human being out there. I really do. Melissa, I lived in an apartment that had two spirits, a little boy and a man that I don't think was a good spirit, but every time I would take a pic of myself in the mirror in the hallway, the image of spirit overtook my picture and I could see both images. What does this mean? That's a whole nother ball game, my dear love. A whole nother ball game. That's a little bit more than we can get into right now. But what I'm going to say as an overarching thing with that is the spirit just wanted to be um, involved. They wanted to be known. Now, I'm going to say though, you said that you didn't feel that they were a good spirit. Okay, good and bad is a judgment thing. I like the lower and higher vibrations. That's the way I tend to describe them. And remember, again, let's talk about Archangel Michael. If we are ever in the presence or believe we are in the presence of a spirit that makes us feel uncomfortable, uneasy, fearful, negative, whatever that is, you have the absolute right to ask them to leave and to call upon Archangel Michael to help you with that. All right? Okay. Princess Sophia, I'm trying everything. Okay. Maria, yes, I am very sensitive. Thank you. You're welcome. Maria, you have a really good aura around you. Thank you, sweetheart. It's true. Elyse is truly gifted, pure intentions. Oh my God, you guys. Anybody want to buy me a box of tissues? I'm going to go cry tears of joy after this. Oh my gosh. You guys, really, honestly, from my heart to yours, thank you. Thank you for all your beautiful words. All of you. Whenever, wherever, however, this means the world to me. My cup runneth over, and let it continue to run and run and run and run. That's what I'm looking at. Under grace and in a perfect way, easily and effortlessly. Whenever I put anything out, I do it that way. So, okay. Oh, you guys are just gonna keep filling me with this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Princess Sophia, you're magical and the chosen one to bring the light to many people's lives. It's an honor to have crossed paths. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. That is truly what I believe my purpose is, to reach as many people as possible so I can help them, even if even just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eurus, you are not egotistical at all. Too many people are scared of appearing that way. Ego is fine when it's balanced. Ego is terrible when it isn't balanced. If you look at it closely, your ego actually holds the key to your transformation. It is a teacher in a way. I like that. I totally get what you're saying. I appreciate that. 312 and worth the wait. I need to go now, but thank you. And I need Archangel Michael for school tomorrow. I love tonight and glad I made you laugh. Absolutely, Gail. Thank you so much for being here. I'm actually going to start wrapping it up. Anyhow, we're about 15 minutes behind. I usually don't let tonight go that late, but what I want to say to each and every one of you, I'm so blessed. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey this evening or this morning or this afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world. Please like and follow my Elyse Ann Psychic page and make sure your notifications are set at favorites or all, depending on how Facebook has it now. That way you'll get notifications of when I go live. You'll also get notifications of when I post. I do a channeled card message every Monday and Friday, and I post that. Sign up for my newsletter, my email list every month, exclusively for my email list. You get a 3-card channel message. Plus, you'll also be one of the first to know about anything going on, any events, any specials, any whatever. That's going to be on the homepage on my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for filling my life with such joy and love and beauty. I'm so, so blessed. And I hope to see you again very, very soon. If you would like to reach out to me for a private one-on-one session, please feel free to. You can message me through Facebook, through my page. You can email me, ElyseAnnPsychic@gmail.com. You can text me. My phone number is on my page. You can check out my website. You can contact me from there. You can find me any which way you want. So everyone. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Oh, sorry, I missed you too. This will be posted after live. My after any of my lives, it stays on my page, and then um there's also a link that for videos, and it's all my videos there. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here tonight. I love this. I love each and every one of you. You make my world, and many blessings and much love to all of you. I will see you really soon. Thanks so much, everyone.